the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Yeah, guys, that tornado 2.6 miles wide on May 31st of 2013. That was 11 days after the Moore tornado had touched down with an EF5. You remember what happened and just the pandemonium in central Oklahoma as this thing touched down. Our storm trackers were on it. Val and Amy Castor, Hank Brown, Tom Pastrano, David Payne. That's the last tornado David Payne chased while broadcasting on air. And you can see it was multi-vortex. Started off, we knew it was going to be a violent day, but man, no one could have predicted the motion, the erratic motion of the storm, all the fingers coming down, those vortices around the main tornado were moving over 100 miles per hour. You wouldn't have seen it coming. Three prominent, very well-known storm chasers lost their lives. We had 8 Oklahomans die in their vehicles due to that tornado. It was an EF5 tornado. Let me show you the path of it. You will remember it. It started just to the south and to the west of El Reno. Instead of moving northeast, it took a southerly track and widened. Got to be 2.6 miles wide as it was crossing Highway 81. Doppler radar measured winds of 295 miles per hour, well above the threshold to make that an EF5. The damage found was not that intense. So if you look back in the history books, it's going to be rated an EF3. It was an EF5 tornado measured with Doppler winds. The EF scales being adjusted to include Doppler radar winds now. 8 tornado fatalities, and there were 13 fatalities in Oklahoma due to flash flooding with that supercell. It was a devastating storm, and we have not had another EF5 tornado in the country since that day. Here's how we're shaping up now. 10 years later, had storms around this morning. They were not tornadic. They had some winds to 60 miles per hour as they made their way into western Oklahoma, just lit up. And again today, that same thing happens out in the high plains to the west. Still tracking light rain in western Oklahoma. We're dry in OKC. Some showers from Elk City to Cordell to Sayre, moving very, very slowly, 5 to 10 miles per hour to the east. A few sprinkles up near Arnett and Shattuck and out in the Panhandle, and those are flood advisories being posted for the Panhandles because there are several more rounds of rain and storms headed to that portion of the area. Lucky Star Skycam Network live from downtown. 66 degrees. It's muggy, mid-upper 60s, light south winds. We're headed into the 80s later today with a 10% chance of a pop-up shower or storm, but complex of storms does develop out in the Panhandle today. Temperatures into the mid-80s. It will be warm, and on water vapor imagery, you can see the jet stream winds coming out of the southwest with that low over California. The winds ramp up over Oklahoma into tomorrow and into Friday, which could help fuel thunderstorms to be just a little bit more intense and make their way farther into the main body of the state. Future Next Gen shows we're pretty quiet by 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's warm, it's muggy. More storms taking off into the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas by tonight, midnight, 1, 2 o'clock. Those are weakening, but coming into northwestern Oklahoma with scattered showers around tomorrow afternoon. Depending on how warm we can get, we have to get the morning rain to end in order to introduce a severe risk. But it is possible the morning rain has gone long enough that storms in the afternoon fire in the west, and those could be severe with another complex trying to develop and move in late Thursday into Friday. Another round Friday afternoon. So here come the rain chances. Tonight, it's a 20% chance in OKC, 60 to an 80% chance in the northwest. Mild tonight, mid-upper 60s. Tomorrow, 70s and 80s for your Thursday. And we'll see how warm we can get in the west. Numerous storms are possible, 60, 70, 80% chance. And there is a risk those become severe between 3 o'clock and 10 p.m. tomorrow. Large hail, damaging winds, the main concern with a few of those storms. Not every storm will be severe tomorrow. Isolated flash flooding is possible, and the tornado risk is very low. Of course, our team of trackers will be out. They'll keep you updated. More storm chances into your Friday. The weekend looks wet off and on, and we're not done with the rain into next week. All right, stick with us. We're coming right back after this.